Hey there, and welcome back for another week and another adventure. So, where are we at for this one? Okay, there's a story behind this one. When I was prepping and training for Long's Peak, you can see that video, there's part 1 and part 2, Long's Peak in Colorado. I was doing some training here in New Mexico. One of my attempted training trails was South Sandia Peak via Embudito Trail. I think it's pronounced Embudito. Well, that hike did not go as well as I had hoped or planned, because I started that video. We are out here, it is just shy of 7 a.m. and I'm about to go do the South Sandia Peak Trail via Embudito Trail. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but it's trail number 192. Well, there's a reason that video never posted and never went up on the channel. I didn't make it up to the top that day. I had decided to go in summer. Didn't think it'd be too bad. I was wrong. The day I went, it was like 90 degrees or something. Whew. I did not bring enough water. And then I got altitude sickness at the top. Well, yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Altitude sickness, I was hurling. It was a rough trail. And it was rough getting back down. So, this is my reattempt at South Sandia Peak. Because on that day, I was just shy of making it to the top. Just shy. So, South Sandia Peak. It's about, well, via Embudito, 11.10 miles out and back with about 3,700 plus feet of elevation gain. Yeah, it's a hike. Well, today's conditions, I did not think I was going to be getting snow. I've gone from one extreme to another extreme. But, you know, I prefer the cold to the heat. I do much better in the cold. I can put more layers on. It's much, much easier. Yeah, much easier. Yeah. But yeah, we're reattempting South Sandia Peak via Embudito Trail. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I've got extra water this time. I have sports beans and other snacks. So I think I should be much better this time. It's gonna be windy, there's gonna be snow, and it's gonna be cold. I've got some snowshoes strapped to the backpack because I know once I hit a certain point, I'm definitely gonna need them. So I brought them. And yeah, I think the real challenge of today will be keeping the GoPro battery warm long enough that it doesn't turn off on me. That's always a challenge. Yeah. Yeah. We start in the foothills and we head up. Let's start this challenge. Yeah. Things to know if you're gonna hike this trail in the winter, especially if it's been snowing. You're basically following a canyon and there's a creek, which means ice. So I would recommend bring ice crimps, even if you don't think you're gonna need them. I left mine at home, by the way. You should bring them. Otherwise, you're gonna be needing to go very careful with shoes that have a really good grip. And even with a really good grip, you hit the water on the slick rock, you gotta be careful. I haven't fallen. Knock on wood. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I brought the snowshoes for up at the top because it's gonna be deeper snow. But I got trekking poles, so I was kind of using that stabilization. Well, creek. I've had a giant chunk of ice. Check it out. Giant chunk of ice. Cause that's how cold it is out here. Ha 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 ha. Hee 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 hee. We're still in the canyon area, but we are finally hitting trees and leaving the cactus slowly behind. And yes, in the winter with the cactus, be very careful. It will be hidden under the snow. You don't want to accidentally find it. But we're getting higher. Cactus will be at the bottom. Into the trees we go. Yes! For those of you who have never hiked this trail, it is not a easy trail. I would never deem this as easy. I would label this as a hard trail for sure. And the winter makes it even harder. Now notes to people. The canyon portion of the Embudito Canyon in the beginning, it's not very well marked. So it can be a little tricky to navigate, especially in the winter, when you can't really keep track of the trail. I recommend using GPS or like All Trails. I use All Trails myself personally, and I can track myself, so that helps keep me going just in case. Once you connect to the 192, that sounds about right. The 192 from the Embudito, the trail is pretty easy and self-explanatory to follow after that. It's just the canyon portion that's not well marked. So just a heads up. Halfway up the trail, and I decided to take a quick break for water and a snack. So here I am, getting snowed on, eating jerky. It's a good day. It's a good Tuesday. Eating jerky while getting snowed on. While hiking, yep. Solid Tuesday. All right, we are just shy of the peak. You can't see it behind me because it's hidden in the clouds. The snow, though, finally got deep enough that we had to bust out the snowshoes. We've busted out the snowshoes. That should make it a little bit easier moving forward. And one battery down on the GoPro. We've switched to a fresh battery, and we're gonna keep going. Eat some more sports beans, and yeah, we're just gonna keep on moving on. Oh yeah. All right, we're busting free of tree line, guys. We are busting free. And Yeah, I'm just living in the clouds right now. Not obviously from behind me, not a whole lot of view of the city. But we are breaking tree line. We're this close. Oh shit. Huh? Okay. Balls. Apparently my body in winter, my nose doesn't like it. Got a nosebleed again. Damn it. Got a nosebleed in Mondragon. Said it right this time. Mondragon Trail outside of Taos. All right, time to bust out the TP so I don't get blood all over my gear. We're like right away, like right from the top. And there's thunder. And now I have bloody nose. Huh. We're super close. We're less than even a quarter mile. Oh, I'm getting blood everywhere, sorry guys. If you don't like blood, I'm sorry. All right, guess what? I made it to where I was hurling the last time I was up here. And I feel fantastic, minus a nosebleed. Sorry if there's still blood on my nose, I can't really tell. Sorry. But I made it back to the same spot. Whew, that wind is picking up. And I'm not sick, but there's more weather coming in. So we're gonna boogie to the top. And yeah, boogie to the top. Made it to the top. I've officially made it to the top of South Sandia Peak. Downfall. Due to the weather, I don't get the view that everyone else has gotten. You know what that means though, right? That just means I'm gonna have to come up for a third time when there's no snow. Yeah. Third time I'll wait till after snow and I'll bring Josh with me. I didn't think he would enjoy this much today, so I did not bring him with me. Yeah. But I've officially made it to the top of South Sandia. Gonna trade out water bottles. I got another full one in the backpack and eat some more sports beans. Enjoy what little view I have. And then head back down. But I can say I did it. Made it to the top. Yeah. All right, we've made it back down to the lower canyon. I took the snowshoes off, I don't need them anymore. And yeah, just a little bit more to go. However, the sun is starting to go down, and because of that, I should wrap this video up now before it's too dark to see anything on the GoPro. So, wrapping the video up. Thoughts from today's hike. I still need insulated winter boots. Still a thing. Still need to do that. My Sportiva is still great though for today, and snowshoeing totally worked. I need to find an anti-fog thing for my sunglasses because, yeah, that drove me nuts all day as my sunglasses kept fogging up. Sorry, checking to see if my nose starting to bleed again. No, I need to figure out a way to prevent getting nosebleeds while hiking around out here in the winter. Oh, I hear the water up ahead. But yeah, nosebleeds need to prevent winter insulated boots need to work on. And oh, I need to also work on improving keeping the GoPro warm status in the winter. This is my final battery. The first two already died because the GoPro doesn't do good in the cold. So I need to find a way to improve that. I would normally keep it in my inside pocket, but since I'm a person who needs a waist belt clipped while they're backpacking or hiking with weight to help with shoulders, it's awkward to clip it with the GoPro in the inside pocket. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll work on that. All right. Things that you should know if you're going to hike this trail in the winter. Again, it's not an easy trail. It's a hard trail, and it becomes harder when it's winter, and snow is a factor. Bring ice crimps and snowshoes. Even if you don't think you're going to need them, bring them. It's better to have them and not need them than need them and not have them. To my buddy Grant, if you're watching this, thank you for reminding me to bring snowshoes on today's hike. That would have not gone as well as it did without snowshoes at the top. Snowshoeing on this trail. So the lower half is where you'll need the ice crimps. The upper half is where you'll need the snowshoes. It is a little awkward. There are parts of the trail that are narrow, and obviously narrow and snowshoes are a little awkward. But, you know, it is what it is. Bring snacks, bring extra water. Even though it's winter, you need to hydrate just as much as you do in the summer. Bring some chapstick. I'm going to have to come back so I can see the view, because the weather did not permit that. But hey, I hiked it to the top. I've made it to the top now. I'm stoked about that. But I'll have to come back and do it again. So if you're going to come hike this, I recommend maybe not doing it on a weather day so that, you know, you can see the views. In the winter, when you have snow, it's going to take you longer than it normally does. So calculate extra time for yourself. I can't really think of anything else off the top of my head. I'm sure there's other stuff, but I can't think about it. I'll put the link to the All Trails map below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed South Sandia Peak via Embudito Trail in the winter. I enjoyed it. I did. And I'm being snowed on more. I love winter. If you liked the video, hit the like button. And if you aren't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and follow along for more adventures, because as always, there will be more, I promise. And until the next one, as my camera starts to fog up, you guys have a good one. Later.